It is so fun to dream and to imagine and think about all the things that you want to do professionally or personally. As a matter of fact, a lot of the leaders and that I work with and friends and family members have a bucket list of all the things that you want to accomplish. But I find that there's advantages of looking at and being intentional about not only what it is you want to do more of, but also to think about the things you want to do less of. So today I just want to focus on not your bucket list, but your, we'll call it forget it list. Because there's benefit in being intentional about saying, here's the things I don't want to do. Let me ground it in two examples for you. One is every year, our team at Darcy Coaching Consulting has an annual retreat. We use Traction, the entrepreneurial operating system. And so there's a whole process we go through, starting with our 10-year vision. Then we go to our 3-year goals, our 1-year goals. And then once we've locked in our goals for the next year, we identify the quarters for the first the rocks for the first quarter. And the rocks are the things that we're going to get done that quarter, and they all have to tie to moving us closer to our goals. Well, for many years that we did that, and we would find that somewhere along the way in the year, we would have some ideas. Oftentimes I would go to a conference and I would come back and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I've got an idea of what we need to do. And for a long time, we would pursue those ideas like I don't even know, throwing spaghetti at the wall. And so what we started to do is identify in our annual retreat, not only our goals, what we're going to do, but what are we not going to do? Intentionally not going to do. Because there's so many things that we can do. Always, there's more ideas and more things. And that helped us get really grounded. And so as you're reflecting, as I'm sharing these ideas, I want you to think about, what are some things your team is not going to do? At one point, when we decided that we were going to focus on B2B and let go of B2C, so focus on business to business and not business consumer. That was a really hard decision because I love life coaching. I love doing the women's leadership groups. But we made a decision that we were not going to do that anymore so that we could really focus on working with organizations and leaders and teams and shifting a culture. And so when I came back from that webinar, that conference, or that event and said, oh my gosh, I've got an idea of what we can do, this event that we could put on, blah, blah, we were able to just say, you know what, that's not on our list. We've decided we're letting go of that. Another example is this summer. My team did a little mini intervention in a really good way. Before I left for Germany to go and visit my daughter, who spent her junior year of high school in Germany, my team put a meeting on the calendar and they said, Darcy, we want to explore an idea and we want to give you permission, not only in Germany, but for this summer, to let go of some of the details and weeds of the business that you've been focusing on. And we want to give you permission to really focus on your family. This is the last summer you're going to have with both your girls at home before they're off on their own, adventures in college or gap years or whatever it is that they decide to do. And so they said, we want to propose that from May 17th, when you leave for Germany, until Labor Day, we explore these are the things that we want you to forget about and not worry about. And I think, as they're talking and they're saying, how is this landing with you? And I'm like, oh my God, it feels like heaven. I mean, really, I don't need to look at and approve the marketing social media posts and the images and all these ideas. I was like, that sounds like heaven. So that's the workout that I want to leave you with today on this Thoughtfully Fit Thursday, is thinking about what's on your forget it list. What are the things that you want to say no to? So as we're closing out today, I want you to pause. Think about the things that don't bring you energy, that don't support your team in reaching its goals. And then act by identifying what's on the forget it list. And if you've got some ideas or some examples, either that you have tried successfully or that you are excited and this is inspiring you to try, put them in the comments. We would love to hear. Or shoot me an email, send us a note, or give us a call. Or if you are intrigued and you say, I need some coaching, or our team needs some coaching because we take on too much and everything is a priority. And obviously, if everything's a priority, nothing is. We'd love to explore working with you as well. My name is Darcy Loma, and I just love that you join me for these Thoughtfully Fit Thursdays. And, every time that you come and watch the video and share what sparks for you, it brings me joy. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Happy Thoughtfully Fit Thursday.